We're going to give a little recap of as you guys know, we do some broadcasting, some live streaming of some high school and junior college football games throughout the week. And Thursday night, we kick things off with the Thursday night high school football game of the week. This past week did not disappoint. Absolutely not. What a game. And it was, you look at the matchup and you think, okay, well, you got, a team that's won a couple state championships in 4A and Mesquite High School going over to Apache Junction. AJ, I know that program. They've been depressed for a long time and hard to fill roster spots. It's in a community that's a very prideful community, but it's kind of on the outreaches in Pinell County. And AJ showed up and nearly pulled off a win, and Mesquite came in and ultimately got the victory. And joining us on the line were a couple of gentlemen. First of all, the guy that was on the call for the Thursday night game, a guy that I've been pleasantly surprised with, who is a class act. He's a student in the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at ASU. He's a young guy. He's an aspiring broadcaster, and he does a great job. And I try to stay out of his way as much as I can. His name is Matt Venezia. And then we've got the coach from Mesquite, who's also a really good guy. He's been in the East Valley for years, and his name is Scott Hare. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Ben.
Good morning.
All right, Coach Hare. And before I turn this over to Matt, first of all, I want to congratulate you first for being a class act. And I don't say that lightly, because there's a lot of coaches where I kind of have to grit my teeth and say that. And you're one of those guys that's just a good guy. And your son has helped us out on our crew with filming and things. And he's a bright young man with a bright future. But you really lived this thing, and you showed up, and your team did a heck of a job the other night. So first off, thank you and congratulations for the win.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Hopefully that they're more of a reflection on my parents. So, hopefully that, I have a coach my dad was a coach throughout my childhood, and I feel like he was a good example for kind of the right way to do things.
All right, Matt, take it away.
Well, Coach, obviously, I don't know, if the effort on Thursday was, it was a really close game, and you guys being the defending 4A state champions, were you expecting a close matchup like that? Because I think that may have been the best Thursday night broadcast we've done all year.
Absolutely. I think Apache is a very good football team. I mean, I think they've got 9-1, 8-2 in their future. I thought they were going to, they're a very, very good football team. I mean, I know we're the 4A champs, and those are, nice words, and I enjoyed what we've done the last couple of years. But, high school football, especially at the 4A level, we only have, we have 1,300 kids, 1,400 in our school. We turn over a lot of different kids. This is not a reload situation where we just have kids kind of waiting. We have 11 different bodies starting on the offense in different positions this year. So Andrew Morris is really the only one, so I guess 10 positions. And then we got a lot of different bodies in different positions. So I love our guys. I love our team, but it's not like a pro team where we kind of come back and, Tampa Bay's got 22 returning starters from last year. We really got to redo it each year.
Absolutely. And before we get into the specifics of, what actually happened in the game, in general, in a contest like that where the atmosphere is just going crazy, at a time up until about close to the end of the game, the largest lead was just a touchdown between both sides. So in a close game like that, the atmosphere is going crazy. How do you kind of settle down your team? And eventually, you guys had to go down the field and take the lead. How do you kind of settle your guys down and get through that effort?
Yeah, I think the goal is always to try to stay the course as much as we can. We, as a coaching staff, the goal is to stay as calm as we can no matter what the situation. So, I know things around us might be hectic, but for me personally, I hope that my demeanor is the same whether or not it's the first quarter or there's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And, you know, I think that we try to push that off into the kids. And I think that they just go out and we don't really change what we do. We don't change the tone of our voice. And I don't want the kids to either. So hopefully we just are staying the course, and that worked out for us on Thursday.
Now, Coach, your quarterback, Gerardo Sainz, kind of wasted little time in getting the passing game developed. Touchdown to Andrew Morris, really one of the first few plays of the game, aired it out for about 50 yards. You know, was that the goal, to try and establish the passing game pretty early?
Well, I usually try to take what the defense gives us. So, you know, they were kind of loading us up a little bit. You know, so we took a look at that, and we always had two game plans. You know, when you come out, you say, okay, a defense is either going to try to handle us this way or this way. So I usually take a look at it, and early in the game, I thought that they were definitely loading up to try to stop the run a little bit. And then as the game wore on, I thought they doubled up on Andrew, and we were able to kind of run it a little bit more in the end of the game. So I don't think it was really specific towards our game plan as much as we just try to take a look at what the other team's doing, and then try to match a little bit of where we think we have an advantage. And I trust the guys, so it doesn't matter who's getting the ball. I'm going to try to attack where I think the defense is giving us a little bit more.
Coach Scott Hare, Mesquite High School, the Wildcats with the big win the other night over Apache Junction, the Prospectors. Coach, thanks again. Congratulations, and good luck this coming week. Have a great weekend.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right. Matt, nice job as always, my friend, and looking forward to seeing you out at McClintock as they host Desert Mountain for next Thursday's game in the Thursday night game of the week with NFHS and the Varsity Sports Show. So thanks again as always, Matt.
Yes, sir, Vince. Have a good one, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Great.